This is eCommerce Uncensored. Brought to you by Fast Forward Unlimited. We're coming to you fully loaded and exposed with all the strategies and techniques for growing your e-commerce business.
Hey everybody, and thanks for joining us again, another episode of eCommerce Uncensored. This is episode number 51. My name is Kevin Manel, and I'm here as always with
Jason Caruso
and Paul behind the camera with Instagram story. Say hi, Paul. Y'all.
What's up?
There he is. So we're back. We took a week off. Well, I should say Jason took a week off.
I was at Myrtle Beach, or in Myrtle Beach, playing golf.
And I could never think of doing it without you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand that. I mean, I don't blame you. Who the hell would listen to you? What, was that funny?
You were joking, right?
No, I was being serious.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right, guys. So today we want to kind of give you guys an update on our e-commerce store that we were putting together. And for those of you who are just tuning in, a little bit of a recap. Jason and I decided to put together a e-commerce store so that we could just get in touch with that side of the business a little bit more. You know, we have a studio here, and our primary focus is to market for clients that hire us that have products and who either are outsourcing them or drop shipping them or have their own products. So we thought it would be a good idea for us to just get in the mix and develop our own e-commerce store so we could just learn more about that area of things. And, you know, just a quick refresher on it. We built a Shopify site, campinglifegear.com. We put in a theme. What was the theme called? Shopify Booster?
Something like that.
And we decided to use a drop shipping method through AliExpress and Oberlo, which is a plugin. Now, if you guys want to hear more details about exactly how we set it up and what we did to set it up, just check back on some of our previous episodes. But that's just, you know, to give you guys an idea who are just tuning in right now for the first time. But we haven't done a whole lot in the last couple weeks. You know,
Well, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, Jay.
You skipped a part. We thought in the beginning of doing this we would have better luck with a niche type store, and we used camping, but we haven't done a lot on the end of creating or selling or Facebook ads. What we've been doing, though, is we've been waiting for our products to come in the mail so that we can have some, so that we can kind of touch and feel what we're trying to sell, and then make a determination as to how long it took to get to us and how good the product was and whether or not we wanted to sell it. So that's sort of where we are.
We originally started, you know, we came on, we told you guys we were just going to start, and we did run some Facebook ads. You know, we went on AliExpress, we picked a few products that revolved around camping, we threw them up on a site, and we just started doing a free plus shipping offer for this little outdoor waterproof camping battery powered light bulb, which we thought was, you know, a good choice because it had that perceived value, and it worked good in the cost structure as far as the shipping goes and getting it from China and all those things. So before we even decided, we didn't get the product, we just put it up there. We put it out there to see if there was any kind of interest in it. And we actually did. We got a few orders here and there. You know, not quite enough for us to really push it out there. But we had some problems along the way. And that's kind of what we want to make this episode about. We want to just give you guys some of the things that we learned along the way, because we did, as far as the drop shipping method goes. And it was taking, with this first product that we chose, it was taking an abnormally long period of time to get it. Now, AliExpress tells you that it's going to take a long time, but it doesn't really sink in until you actually sell a product.
And you are waiting for it.
And you have customers that are actually waiting to get their product. And we ran into a couple customer service issues where people were like, where the hell is my light bulb? And at that point, we hadn't even ordered it ourselves. So we were like, it'll come soon, don't worry. Because, you know, we could track it. It's just, but the basic point of it is what I'm trying to get at is...
Yeah, what the hell are you trying to get at?
I was getting there.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Is that you really need to do a little bit more in-depth looking into the products. This is what I feel. Because I think you need to get the product. even though you find a product that you think will fit, I think you need to order it first, get it in your hands, feel it, use it. Because since then, we've actually gone through AliExpress and I've ordered several different smaller size products similar to the size of what we got and the price range. And it's been, to be completely honest with you, it's been crap.
Yeah, I mean, the first product that we purchased, just to kind of back up a little bit, was selling on Facebook at one point pretty well. So we kind of hedged our bet and said, you know what, it sold well at one time or at some point. We will probably have some luck with it. And we did. You know, we made, I don't know, maybe like 15 or 20 sales.
Yeah.
Wasn't really flying off the shelves like we like to see when we're working with our clients' products. So we kind of like turned that ad off. And by the way, that product was taking like in excess of 30 days. As Kevin said, it was really long. But in the defense of that product, that was the best product that we've probably purchased to date.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that first product, we got it. We finally got it. Like, I would say 6 weeks.
Yeah.
6 weeks after we ordered it, which is obviously way too long. And, you know, the last thing we want to do is to get into this thing and have all kinds of customer issues. It's not why we're doing it. You know, so when we got this kind of feeling, it was like, all right, we have to take a step back. And this is why we haven't talked about it too much. We took a step back. We ordered a few more products just to see, you know, we timed how long it would take. And we found some new shipping methods, which we want to talk about as well, that you can use through AliExpress, but that seemed to be a little bit better. But
yeah, well, I mean, that's a good point. There's a couple different ways that you can have the product shipped from China if you're using AliExpress. The first way is the longest, but it is probably the most attractive. And that was probably a mistake that we made, is that, you know, we can get a product for like $1.20. More specifically, this light that we were selling was like $1.20 or something, including shipping.
Right.
But it just took way too long. And as Kevin said, we had a number of people, maybe like 3 out of the 20 people, which is a pretty high percentage of people, who actually reached out and was like, I'm going to contact the Better Business Bureau if you don't send me my $2.99 light, you know. The good news for us is like we don't have anything with the Better Business Bureau. I mean, so not really sure how far that guy would have gotten with that one, but we don't want to piss people off. And our you know, we weren't looking to screw people over. We were simply just trying to test a product. So we just in that case we refunded the customer back because it really only was like $1.50. We told them to keep the light, or $1.20. You can keep the light, and I haven't heard from them since.
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about like just getting a product out there and just seeing if people will buy it. And if you can't give something away for free, then it's probably not going to sell for a decent amount of money. So to try that first, you know, to a certain extent, that's a good way to do it. But when we got into this like this, it was just like, this is crazy. Like, we can't expect these customers. And what we're doing is you want to acquire customers who are going to buy again. Like, that's the goal here, right? So you sell them this first product. It takes 6 weeks to get to them, and you don't make any money on it because you're just trying to acquire customers. They're not going to buy again.
Right. Now, that brings us to the next point, that there is a slightly more expensive option called ePacket that does increase. I would say it's actually more expensive than the product itself, right? It's like $3 or something.
Yeah, in some instances it was, yeah.
Yeah, so, however, the product, now, one thing you have to be careful of is that different suppliers, different manufacturers are going to have different delivery times, for sure. I know that some of our products came before the 30-day period, others came after the 30-day period, but what we've learned is that you're going to want to use this method called ePacket, and basically what it does is it expedites your order. So instead of waiting 30 days, typically it's about 14.
I think I think the range that they give is usually like 12 to 20 days.
But we got it in about 2 weeks.
Which, yeah, it came pretty fast, which is a reasonable amount of time, especially if you're giving something away for free. And that's the way we thought about it in the beginning. We're like, oh, we're giving it away for free, so people aren't going to care if they have to wait, a decent, a certain amount of time, but it ended up being just out of control. So yeah, I think the second product we bought from ePacket, or the 3 products we bought, they came in a reasonable 2 weeks or something, which is, I think makes sense. But as far as the shipping goes, also getting the product, seeing the time that it comes in, but actually getting it in the mail was a different experience for me too, and it made me worried a little bit. Like, it came in this like little small pouch with a lot of Chinese writing on it, and it's just the product. It had no packaging whatsoever, and I didn't really like that either. And we bought. I ordered this small little kids binoculars. It was like $2, or the final cost was like $4 with the ePacket shipping, and I got it, like Jason said, 2 or 3 weeks later, and the box, this one actually came in a box. It was crushed. The box was crushed. I opened the package, took the binoculars out, and the lens just fell on the ground.
Yeah, and Kevin showed these binoculars to me, and he was showing me the lens, and I it didn't really register with me. Like, okay, the lens fell off, whatever. And then he hands me these binoculars today, I think.
Yeah.
And they are literally lighter than a piece of paper. I mean, literally, they are so light and cheap that I would like have to pay somebody to take them. Yeah. Like, that's how bad they were. Now, I should say they did work. I mean, they did, magnify whatever it was we were looking at, but it's not a product that I'd want to give anybody. And so that's like a huge thing that we've learned in this entire thing is like, get the product first, because other than that light, Kevin, I don't think we received a product that we would sell.
Well, I got that one parachute, paracord bracelet, that was okay, I thought. But I think it's important just to have that perceived value when someone gets it, to feel like they got something for free that was actually had some value, and I think that's really important.
Yeah, I mean, these products, they probably once they got them, expected them to be free. That's how cheap they were, and so I think like that was like a big lesson. And there are some things you can do that we didn't. There are some things like you can do when somebody places an order. You can say things like, we sell a lot of these, these widgets. We sell a lot of them every day. Please allow up to 30 days for shipping and processing. We didn't end up doing it because we really just wanted to get a minimal viable product out there, like just to see if it would sell. But we probably could have eased the pain a little bit with a follow-up email that said the same thing. Please allow this many days. If this is unsuitable, let us know and we'll cancel your order, whatever, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of little things we could have done to ease the 30-day pain. We didn't, because we were just trying, as I said, to sell them. So that being said, 30 days is just a long time. And even if we did try to ease the pain a little bit, it still seemed like an eternity. Yeah,
and that's why, again, like I said, that's part of the reason why we haven't done a whole lot. We've been ordering products. We've been trying to get them in to see how they feel, how they come, how soon they come, just to make sure that it feels right. Because 2 to 3, I think 2 to 3 weeks is a reasonable period of time for someone to wait if they're getting a free product. And then, what we want to do is, I think, which is the way to go, and I'm not really sure what your stance is on it, but if we find a product like that sells, then bring it to the States, buy it in bulk, bring it to the States, so it does arrive quicker, because then we can scale a lot more and have it make sense.
Yeah, I mean, at first I wasn't really too keen on that, but it seems like that's the way we're going to have to go. Now, one other thing, moving on, as I said in the beginning, we decided to create a niche website on camping. We both were interested in camping. We kind of were under the impression that, camping would be interesting to us because we liked it. However, we're thinking about trying a different strategy, and the reason is because we've kind of backed ourselves into a corner with this camping niche site. And what I mean is, it's not very easy to find hot products in a niche market, and then trying to find a complementary hot product in that same market is going to be even more difficult. So we're thinking about maybe, and the nice thing with the group that we have here, and I know it may not be that easy for you, But we have graphic designers here. We have people who can create labels literally like in no time.
Yeah.
So for us to just change direction is really not that difficult. We can come up with a logo within an hour, if that, and we can have a new store up literally in minutes. So we're really thinking hard about starting a general store, which was the complete opposite of our first plan.
Right.
Throwing up a number of different products, seeing which ones sell, and then maybe creating a niche store out of a group of products that are really selling, something like that.
Yeah, I know it goes against what we originally talked, but I think that's part of why we wanted to do this. We wanted to find all the problems that can happen and all the mistakes that we can make and improve upon them and learn by them, so we can then present them like this to you guys, so that you guys, when you're ready to go do it, or if you've been following along, we can kind of catch those mistakes before you make them.
Yeah, and our backgrounds really are on the marketing side. So like if you came to us with a product, I mean, we can sell the hell out of it. But it's a whole different ballgame when you have to come up with the products yourself. You have to then find products that people want or the market wants. It's a little bit of a different ballgame. We've always felt there was a slight disconnect from what we do for our clients and what maybe you guys are doing, with your store. So that's why we wanted to do this. I mean, we had no, I don't know that we've ever considered it to replace what we're doing now, or that it was going to be like our full-time thing. But as Kevin said, we really wanted to learn the ins and outs and sort of like the landmines that you guys will be going through. We do have a little bit of an edge, maybe because we have some marketing behind us, but marketing experience behind us. But that being said, this is not really a plan to be our bread and butter. It's our plan to make the mistakes, screw up, and then kind of, relay them back to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're entrepreneurs, like we've always said, and we like this kind of shit. We like doing new things, and I think a big part of it was like, oh, this is a cool thing. Let's just try it and see what happens. And the other part was like, this will just help us connect with you guys better. It'll help us help our clients more because we'll know more about where they're coming from. And I think that all contributes to why we're doing this. And I'm still excited about it. It's been a little slow going lately, and I'm looking forward to getting back into it. But it's fun. So, and I like talking to you guys about it. So, you have anything?
No, I mean, I think that's.
Do you want to use your phone, or do you want to do the podcast?
Well, your emails are going into my spam, so when you're replying to our clients, I'm not getting them. So I'm just.
That's probably your fault.
Yeah. No, it has your name on it, and it knows that you annoy the hell out of me, so it's going.
Well, you could just put your phone down during our podcast. It'd be nice.
You were talking.
So that means you can just do something else?
Yeah, because I don't want to listen. They listen to you all day.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway.
Is that it?
That's it, guys.
Can I stop sitting next to you now?
Yeah.
So closely?
All right. Hi, guys. Well, I think that's it for this podcast or this episode.
Yeah, you have, again, I'm just going to say, if you guys are enjoying what you're hearing, please head over to iTunes or Stitcher and leave us a rating and review. We've actually gotten quite a few in the last couple weeks, and it's really nice. And people have been mentioning, I really think it's cool that they're opening this store and they're going through the process of drop shipping. So that's why we want to come back and keep going with it, because we see that you guys are enjoying it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been episode 51, and you can check out all the podcast notes at eCommerceUncensored.com.
Later.